You know, we've been talking about it all morning, but extreme heat is in the forecast through the weekend, and that means increased risk for heat-related illnesses. See, things are already going crazy. It's hot in here. Kaiser Permanente Santa Monica's family practice physician, Dr. Kimberly Petrick, is here with tips on staying healthy and cool. So great to have you here.
Good morning, ladies, and good morning, Los Angeles. Happy weekend. It is upon us.
It is here, and you know, a lot of people want to have fun, but let's talk about this. What is the #1 mistake people make when it comes to being in the heat?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it is absolutely natural for us to want to get out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the fresh air, especially when it's beautiful. But the #1 mistake that we make, especially when we're in the heat, is we're not staying well hydrated and we're not protecting ourselves from what that heat may cause. So even as you guys have been talking about the microclimates, even if you're at the beach where it's a little bit more overcast right now, you need to make sure sunscreen, a hat, plenty of water, maybe even a handheld fan, and make sure you are staying cool to prevent complications like heat
Absolutely.
stroke, heat stress.
Yeah, tell me the difference. What is the difference between heat stroke and a heat illness? Like, how can you tell the difference?
So heat stress is exactly that. The heat is stressing your body. So you might start experiencing things like headache, dizziness, lightheadedness, nausea, confusion, cramping. All of these are early signs that you need to hydrate, you need to seek shade, get out of the sun. And if at any point you start feeling like your pulse is going up, that sweaty, clammy feeling that you may have been having with the heat stress starts turning into no sweat, and you start feeling a little bit less conscious, or somebody recognizes that you're losing consciousness, please seek immediate medical attention. That's what us doctors are here for. Don't have to worry about tending to yourself at home. Seek medical attention so the doctor can help you to determine what the next step is for you or what is the best course. But protection, hydration, and stay out of the sun, most important things right now.
Absolutely. And I know a lot of it comes down to some common sense, but sometimes we just get caught up in the moment. It's beautiful outside. Maybe we
Yeah.
decide to dine al fresco, and then you know what? We've had a drink or two. How important it is to be aware of how much you're drinking, especially in this heat.
Yeah, so it's a little counterintuitive when we think about alcohol because we're drinking, but we're drinking alcohol. We're not drinking water. And alcohol is actually going to pull a lot of fluid out of the body. So it's actually going to dehydrate you more. So that's going to create more cramping, potential for more confusion, more disorientation, and poor regulation inside the body. So please, if you're drinking, please do it in moderation. Make sure that you are countering it with sufficient hydration, but don't try to keep up with your friends. Do it. Moderation is always key in life and with
Absolutely.
alcohol.
You know, we've also
Yeah.
heard that it's important to check on the elderly. They're extremely sensitive to the heat, young children, as well as pets. Who else do we need to keep an eye on? Is there another age group maybe in particular?
So I completely agree with you. The elderly, their body's ability to adapt is a little bit differently, especially to higher heats. So checking on the elderly at least twice a day, I think is great. Encouraging them to use air conditioning. Check on the kids because, again, remember, they may not be able to express their concerns and their needs. Pets, similar to the way we need to listen to our body, we need to see what our pet's body is telling us too. Panting, making sure that we're not taking them on hot pavements. Hot pavements is how they actually sweat. And so making sure that they are okay, that their energy levels are okay. And checking on your friends, anybody who may have any type of medical conditions, people who might be on medications, which also can affect that hydration status. Just checking on the general people. Check on yourself. Check in with yourself. Make sure you're doing okay. But I think that we all just need to be a little bit more heightened and aware of what our body is telling us and how we can stay protected during this time of the nice heat. And even if you're here in the overcast, making sure that you stay protected.
Absolutely. Dr. Patrick, it's
Yeah.
always great talking with you. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate
Thank you,
it.
ladies, and have a great weekend, Los Angeles. Stay
Yes,
safe.
you too.